What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access, and we're talking about Mr. Aaron Rodgers, man. Is he holding the New York Giants captive? They're waiting to sign this dude, and it looks like he's holding the New York Giants captive. We're going to talk about it right after the intro. Let's get into it. So to be honest with you, we got a couple of sacks because of hustle. And
a lot of different reasons in the past, or if he's still that quarterback that the Browns thought they were getting when they decided to pull.
Shadowing that offensive lineman and waiting for Jaden Daniels to do something. Welcome to NFL All 32. All right, hey, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. As you can see in the thumbnail on the screen, he is pointing at the New York Giants and laughing right now. New York Giants are waiting for a Aaron Rodgers decision. It's between us and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think he's going to wind up a Minnesota Viking, but it seems like a lot of New York Giants fans and a lot of people are waiting for the decision of Mr. Aaron Ron Rodgers. Fellas, what's up, man? What is everybody thinking about this stuff here, man, with Mr. Aaron Rodgers? Can he be the New York Giants savior? Because that's what they're talking about, like he's going to be the savior of the New York Giants. He's going to save the New York Giants offense. We're going to go from 16 points a game to 30 points a game with the same offense. All we did was just add Aaron Rodgers, man. What y'all think about this, man?
TP, you want to take this one, man? Because, I mean...
Man, look. This dude, Aaron Rodgers, is being all of a diva right now, doing a bunch of clown shit. But at the end of the day, I'm not even mad at him. Because at the end of the day, someone is only going to treat you based on how you allow it. This is just a clear illustration of just where we are at this point in time, man. See, when you're in a position that we are in, you put yourself in this position to look dumb like this. We put ourselves in this position to play these games with Aaron Rodgers. We should have been moved on. But the sad part is Coach Dable and Joe Shane can't. They can't. For one, people have to understand they're in win-now mode. And I keep telling people that is the downfall of having a desperate GM and head coach, is that you got to deal with shit like this because you're in win-now mode, whether you would like it or not. See that arrogance and all that shit that you've seen in Hard Knocks? Yeah, all that's gone. They need Aaron Rodgers because they don't have the ability to groom a quarterback. They don't have faith in being able to teach a Shedeur Sanders or a Cam Ward to be who they need them to be. Y'all have to remember, everything is behind the fact that they need their quarterback. So they're relying and trusting on veteran Aaron Rodgers to do a lot of the work that they believe a rookie quarterback can't do. Because they're scared. It's do or die for them. So now we got to sit here. We got to be patient. We got to look dumb. And we have to wait on Aaron Rodgers. Whenever Aaron Rodgers gets up and moves, we got to move with him. When he snaps his fingers, we got to say, yes, sir. When he jumps, how high? Because that's the position that we are in. So I'm not mad at Aaron Rodgers. This is the position that we put our own selves in. And when I say us, I mean yours truly, Coach Dable and Joe Shane.
Yeah. What you got to say about the NYG?
I mean, I've said some things on this situation as it is. But I'm going to say one more thing, or a couple more things here. Aaron Rodgers needs to be ran out of New York. You did this, you're doing this 2 times over with 2 different New York franchises. Once with the Jets, now with the Giants. And for some reason, they're allowing you to do it. That's how dumb they are. But again, we talking about the Jets and the Giants. 2 of the losingest franchises within the past, 10 years or so. 10 plus years. Aaron Rodgers, Mr. I'm going to go hide in the dark room. I'm going to go off retreat. Aaron Rodgers ain't going to be committed to your football team. You know what he going to do come training camp? Oh, I'm going chill in California. I'm going over here, to Brazil to live in the woods for 6 months, for a couple months, and smoke herbs. Whatever kind of herb he's smoking, I don't know. He doing some bushwhacker shit over there, because that dude is out of his damn mind. Out of his mind, bro. If he and the Giants are out of their mind, they smoking what he's smoking, because is this a fit if you trying to bring in a young rookie quarterback? How? Somebody explain to me how Aaron Rodgers, who didn't want to mentor Jordan Love or Zach Wilson, and with the Jets, ran them out of there, ran the coach off and GM. And if you were coaching GM, are you dumb enough to sign him? That's why I think he's going to Pittsburgh, because the only one ironclad enough to deal with that is Mike T. Brian Dable going to get ran over and ran out. And Joe Shane right along with him. Get your ass on too. Y'all got it.
Yeah, man. People don't understand the repercussions of bringing someone like Aaron Rodgers to your franchise. This is the type of dude that will literally tell your franchise, hey, I know you're in a position to get yourself a young hotshot quarterback, but I'm Aaron Rodgers and I'm coming over here to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's coming over here to get his last hoorah, get his last big payday, get his last hoorah, and go to his dungeon and maybe host Jeopardy or do whatever he wants to do after his football playing career. And if it goes bad that first year, he's going to leave you, and he's going to leave you with a heavy cap hit. And guess what? You're still going to pay him his money. So what if he came over here and told you, hey, look, if I come over there, I like Malik Neighbors, but I don't like nobody else that you got on your offense as far as weapons. So you're going to have to go and get me a weapon with your first round pick. So guess what? There's no Cam Ward. There's no Shedeur Sanders. It's going to be Travis Hunter. So he brings over a young Malik Neighbors and a young Travis Hunter, and it doesn't work out. Guess what? And what I mean by it doesn't work out, you're not going to be horrible. You're going to win 7 to 8 games, maybe 6, 7, 8 games, and be the number 10 or 11 pick. And now you're out of the quarterback sweepstakes again, unless you sell your soul to go up there and get your quarterback, which you could have done this draft and not have to worry about none of this. Now you got to sell way more draft capital than you want, and you're still going to have to pay Aaron Rodgers and you're gonna have to bring in a new coach, and you're gonna have to bring in a new GM, and you're gonna have to create a whole new culture again. And guess what? It's gonna be left up to John Mara to create that culture. And guess what? Who you think John Mara's gonna hire as a coach? It's not gonna be somebody that's gonna transcend anything. Probably be another nepotism hire. Hell, Bill Belichick might tell North Carolina, all right, see, I'm gonna go collect me a few more checks from the Giants. And then you got a whole nother buzzsaw to go through now, because now you got Thibodeau in limbo. You got Deontay Banks in limbo. You got Okereke in limbo. What about the new people that you just signed? Now they're going to have to go through a whole nother change again, because your defensive coordinator is going to be fired. So now you got to go through a whole nother culture change again. Without having somebody like a Shedeur Sanders who's used to it. And you will have a path going forward. Hey, at least a head coach can come over here and be like, hey, look, we got our quarterback in place. But now you don't have that quarterback in place because you gave everything to Aaron Rodgers like he's going to lead you to a Super Bowl with this roster. And guess what? Aaron Rodgers is going to point at you like he's doing right there on the screen, laughing at you because he got his last big payday from you. Oh, now he's not asking for $90 million.
He's going to use a different finger, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's going to have the opportunity to screw both New York franchises on his way out the door. How can you sit there and be feasible to think that this dude would do anything different when he was right down the hall from you? The same stadium, the same field. And he turned that Jets franchise upside down. Now they got Justin Fields out there. Hopefully he can do something over there. I don't know. But he came over there. He brought all his old homeboys, Lazard, Randall Cobb, Devontae Adams. Well, you got Braylon Allen and Breece Hall over there. Run the ball. No, he's out of into passes, throwing it to people like Mike Williams, underthrows him, and then puts Mike Williams underneath the bus, gets him released, gets him kicked out, gets Salah kicked out, gets the GM kicked out, runs his own thing, and he doesn't win another game for 10 games. After all that happened, they still don't win another game for 10 games. Have one of the worst records in the league. Was actually tied with us as for one of the worst records in the league at that time. Until they played some bums at the end of the year, and then he puts up some stats against some bums, and now all of a sudden, oh, he's Aaron Rodgers again.
Well, you heard Joe say
one last thing about this situation. You mentioned Aaron Rodgers throwing cats up under the bus, right? We know Brian Dable throws cats up under the bus. You get under the bus. You get under the bus. Get under the bus. Now, who gonna throw who under the bus first?
That's a fact. Who's gonna throw who underneath
the bus? Get your bets out now. Get your bets out. Get your bets out. Will it be Aaron Rodgers to throw Dable under the bus first, or will Dable throw?
You know what's crazy?
Rodgers under the bus first.
It's crazy. You asked that, and immediately I was thinking. I said to myself, I was like Aaron Rodgers. But then as soon as I said Aaron Rodgers, I was like, wait a minute. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know.
This is how it's going to go. I promise you, this is how it's going to go. Because this fan base is crazy. This fan base is crazy. They think they're getting the Aaron Rodgers that they see on the screen right there. The Aaron Rodgers of 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 years ago. You're not getting that Aaron Rodgers. You're getting a slower, less mobile Aaron Rodgers. He can still throw. I'll give him that. He can still throw. It's not like how it used to be. It's not as accurate as it used to be. And making plays like that is not how you can do it anymore either. He can be effective. But this is how it's going to go when it comes to throwing people underneath the bus. It's going to be Brian Dable. He's going to say something like, man, you should have been doing this. Why you ain't doing this? And he didn't do that. And, Aaron Rodgers is going to say, oh, okay. Well, let me work my magic. Because you brought me over here. I ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah. I ain't got nothing to lose. You got everything to lose, Brian Dable. So guess what? He's going to be the one that get fired mid-season. And guess what? If Aaron Rodgers wants to play it the way that he usually plays it, he's going to get that full contract because he's going to come back another year and sell you some hope. 'Cause he's one of the best hope dealers out there. He does dope and sells hope. See, what you not understanding is you bringing a Loch Ness monster over here. This is something that New York Giants fans have never seen, have never had to deal with. This is not your Eli Manning type.
Ain't Daniel Jones, that's for
this
sure.
ain't Daniel Jones. This is Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Yeah, he ain't going out
This
like
is
that.
a level of arrogance that you have never seen before. And you thought your franchise was crazy. Now watch when he gets done with it if it doesn't go his way. You gonna see. This is a level of arrogance you have never seen. He gonna be dancing just like that. Killing your franchise. This is epic. That's exactly what they're gonna say. This is an epic meltdown.
It's gonna be epic, an epic fail.
And he will cause you to lose a Malik Neighbors, a Wandale Robinson, a Slayton, the offensive line. He will cause you to lose everything, plus draft capital, plus money. If you don't play this right, you got to tame that beast. And guess what? He's been let off a leash for the past 5 years, and he's been destroying everything in his path.
You know, Joe Shane, Joe Shane, when he addressed the public, one of the things that replays in my head is when he said he wants to bring in a veteran quarterback, even if he does draft a rookie quarterback, so that he can teach him how to be a pro. So you tell me that, then you bring me Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is going to be the guy to teach our rookie on how to be a pro? All right, man. Tell me Santa's real while you at it. And I'll look under my pillow for the tooth fairy. And in April, I wear it all green for St. Patrick's Day. Then, so.
And then I'll go tickle the Easter bunny.
Exactly.
Look, man. This dude can be something that the New York Giants franchise has never seen. You guys think that you're getting this dude that's on the screen right now. That's not him. And even he was super selfish when he was that great. He was super selfish at that time. So you got the violins playing. He's gonna destroy us, man. I everything in my fiber saying that if you sign this dude, he's gonna make you feel great in the beginning of the season. We might be 3-1, 3-2. As soon as we get to the NFC East and get that first butt whooping, you're gonna see the Aaron Rodgers that we all know who he is.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because who you are in times of turmoil is a huge part of your team, of the trajectory of where you're gonna go. And so I'm glad you said that and reminded people. Okay, we've seen what you could be, when everything is going right and when everything is all go lucky. But what type of guy, what type of man, what type of player, what type of quarterback are you when those things ain't going right? The offensive line is breaking down and these mishaps are happening. Yeah, okay. We'll see.
Yeah. You ain't no real quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Come on, man. You ain't my quarterback, bro. You ain't no real quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Man, you just chasing the bag, Brody. Be 100, man. I'm not giving you the bag. I hope the New York Giants don't. But, like they say, there's a sucker born every minute.
And guess what? The suckers are you, fan base.
Talk about it.
Yeah, y'all looking like a bunch of lollipops out here. And he finna get his money, and he finna get his revenge. Because he went over there to the Jets, and the Jets, after he got done doing what he was doing, they said no more. We'll release you and take a $25 million cap hit. You gotta get the hell out of here. We're tired of you. We fired people. We brought in old people. We've gave you what you wanted. And guess what? We went from Super Bowl contenders to the number 5 or 6 pick in this year's draft. The very first year, you popped your Achilles, and we didn't get nothing from you. And guess what? You want to know what's crazy? They had a better record with the other dude. The little dude from BYU, they had a better record with him.
Mike White.
Mike White and the other guy. What's the guy they drafted?
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, they had a better record with Zach Wilson. And there was no Devontae Adams. There was no Alan Lazard. There was no Randall Cobb. It was Breece Hall or die. And guess what? They had a better record with Breece Hall or die. I bet you Breece Hall is one of the happiest people in New York right now. Please get him out of here so I can get the ball.
Yeah.
And guess what? Devontae Adams even decided enough is enough. He went to the Rams immediately. I got to get the hell away from this dude. This dude's killing me. I thought I missed him, but now I see why I left. Now I really see the real Aaron Rodgers. When it came time for my contract, he didn't stick up for me. I had to go over to the Raiders to get my money.
See what I'm saying?
Duh, crazy. Take your talented ass over there with the Rams and go over there with Puka Nacua and get your stats. And maybe have a chance for a ring because they kept Stafford. But New York Giants fans, you really want to bring this dude over here. Do you know the firestorm that's going to happen to you? I don't think y'all know, man.
Nope.
But, hey, everything will work out, man. You get your preference at quarterback. And he's really not even your preference. You know what it is? It's just clout.
Mm-hmm.
How many drugged up quarterbacks you seen with the New York Giants? This dude, you don't know this dude on meth, crack. You don't know what he on, man. Acid. Dude is admitted to being high on Percocet playing. Go look it up. I was high on Percocets playing at points in the game. The only guy I know that could get away with that is Lawrence Taylor. And he's greater than anything Aaron Rodgers has ever done in his career. I'm sorry.
Go.
For you to be clamoring over a guy that got one Super Bowl ring with all that talent over there with Green Bay. You can't say this dude didn't have mad talent, bro. This dude went through like 10 receivers of talent. Why you think Green Bay got rid of him when they had those young receivers? He was driving them crazy, saying they bums, saying they this, saying they that. No, fool. Develop them. You're supposed to be an all-time great. You're supposed to be on the field. You're supposed to make everybody better. Why did those young dudes get better when that young guy Jordan Love came over there? Why did they start reaching their potential when he came in there? You want to know why? Because he related to him. He didn't make them feel like shit every time they did something a little bit wrong. And he didn't make them feel like shit when they were right and he was wrong. Y'all some goofy little people over here with the New York Giants, man. This fan base. And I blame this fan base almost as much as John Mara because John Mara listens to you. And you're taking the bait too because he's really throwing that bait out there to see if he can get out of drafting one of these top 2 quarterbacks. That's all he's doing. Why do you think they waiting so long? Any decent franchise be like, you know what? I'm not messing with him. I'll go get somebody else, man. You ain't all that. You know the only reason why the Steelers waiting for him? Because they're Super Bowl ready. They have DK Metcalf. They have Pickens. They have TJ Watt and them on the defensive side of the ball. They're ready.
Yeah.
So a goofy dude like him can come over there and all he got to do is play well and they got a shot because they made it to the playoffs with Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't like that. You got Slayton. Much as I love Slayton, he ain't no George Pickens or no DK Metcalf. I'll tell you that now.
That's a fact.
Nah, not at all, son.
So we'll see. I mean? We'll see. But man, y'all got any last things on this dude, man? Because I can't stand looking at this dude.
Well, I don't think it's gonna happen. Let me preface everything with that. I don't think it's gonna happen. If it does happen, man. I would say this. I'll say this. If it does happen, I'll just be happy for this fan base because this is what you guys wanted. So I'll sit back. I'll know where to put my mental for the season. I'll know where to put my expectation mark for the year. And I'll just sit back and see if y'all could prove me wrong. And I'll just humbly leave it at that.
Yeah, man. TP. I'm with you, bro. I don't think it's gonna happen. I've been saying the players, Russell Wilson, meeting with the Giants on Friday, I believe. Mm-hmm. So I think Aaron Rodgers is using the Giants to drive up his price to Pittsburgh. That's his only play. It's the only place that makes sense for him. But you got goofy fans, like Pat said, all up in their panties. And I said panties. And they got their panties all in the bunch with Aaron Rodgers, and it ain't even gonna happen because guess what? Nobody wants you. You are desperate. You are pathetic. Sad sacks, or you know what. That's what you are. And until you turn it around and show some dignity and stop chasing after every little, literally every shorty on the block. I'm just gonna put it like that.
That's a fact. He's a giant. Mm-hmm. You're a giant. He's a giant. You're a giant. He's a giant.
Stop looking so desperate. Show some dignity.
Oh man.
Then maybe someone will want you.
Where's the bomb? Where the funk flex bombs on that, man?
Right. They tell men this all the time, man. Quit chasing tail, go get you some money, and watch that tail come chase you. So basically, go get you a philosophy, go get you a culture, and watch people come chase you.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
But TP, this is what I predict if they sign Aaron Rodgers.
Prediction for the fight, then.
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain. And on that note, you heard the laugh.
Oh man.
This has been New York Giants Full Access, and we out, man.
Peace.
So to be honest with you, we got a couple of sacks because of hustle. And
a lot of different reasons is in the past, or he's still that quarterback that the Browns thought they were getting when they decided to pull.
Shadowing that offensive lineman and waiting for Jaden Daniels to do something. Welcome to the NFL All 32.